be. Go away, don't disturb me. I have done no wrong. Just go away and let me be. My mother and father, they warning me with their story. Oh, 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 Miss B. Go away, don't disturb me.
My fucking, there's nothing here anyway.
Oh,
Hello.
no,
Good evening,
hello,
everyone. Happy Friday night. We
hello,
are
good evening.
experiencing some technical difficulties. Whoa.
Oh,
I'm just very grateful that we all have our pants on. So, um,
Caught us
geez,
by surprise.
that was freaking close. How's everyone doing tonight?
Hey,
well,
geez, we are live already, is it?
We
Oh,
are
shit.
live.
yeah,
Yeah, I've
yeah.
done the intro. Don't worry, bro. I've got
Okay,
you.
okay, okay.
I've got you.
Good,
What
good,
intro?
good,
We're
good, good.
supposed to do intro? Wait.
Yes.
I,
How's everyone doing?
oh, good.
How's everyone's night been doing? My brain is just not working tonight. How's everyone's week?
I'm struggling to find the stream. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Um,
How's everyone?
yeah. Brain is dead. It's a Friday. Started new job on Thursday, and like I don't know what's up like when you first start like a new job, but you're just a fucking retard. You're just a retard. I like first day forgot how to use Control C Control V.
I'm gonna
Wasted
get cancelled.
4 hours hand typing something in Excel. It's
Oh,
like, oh yeah, I could have just Control C Control V. Second day
Oh,
today, uh, I could have like saved like resending a chain of emails 3 times over to like 80 plus people by just like checking like, oh yeah, is this email okay?
Bill, you know what it feels like? It feels like I'm about to tell you to go sit in the car again.
it's time to go sit in the car.
No, it's like, oh fuck, like this is
It's so
like,
early in the night, dude. Go sit in the car. The show just
no, fuck
started.
off. I'm staying here.
Hey, how about for you, Matt? How are things with you, bud?
Yeah, dude, this week's been pretty good. I mean, from the show, I mean, from the show to today, not much has changed. Week's always busy when you're working for who I'm working for. um, but I do want to say, from everyone, at least from the supernatural confessions community, for our viewers in the UK, um, our condolences for the losing of a queen. I think it was surprising for me when I found out this morning too. So I can imagine how it is for people over there. She's
Mm.
been in reign, and I think what tripped me up the most is that people have lived and died and only knew one queen. So it's
Wow.
it's it's
Hmm.
it's it's this is a real big change. So again, like our condolences from Southeast Asia and Perth and Malaysia.
Mm. Mm. And she was 96 when she passed, right?
Yeah, I mean, she lived a
96. Yeah, she's
long. I think
96.
she lived a long and fruitful life. She was the queen for about
Yeah.
70 over years. But yeah, I mean, everybody has their time, and I think she lived. I think she lived a pretty good life. She did a good job,
Mm.
service for the country as well.
Mm. Oh, thank you for that, Matt. And here I am handing the reins over to the man with the hat, the man that everyone has been missing, the man whose jokes form the backbone of the SC community, the SC stream. Jody Cotter. No, I mean Kim. I mean Kim.
Funny, we did start cracking jokes already,
See, I try. I try.
Nice. Okay, so once again, everybody, sorry for not making the intro just now because my line sucks. I have no idea. I think it's because of Najib being caught into the prison. I think that's why the internet sucks. I think he's the backline internet of Malaysia. The moment he got into prison, my internet is a bit wonky. I think
he
so. I
was
think so.
he was the only person running the internet, making sure
Yeah,
it went
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. At first, it was okay, because I paid for like 100 megs for my house, and then after that, when he got in, right, it fell to like 50 megs. Then when the wife got in, it felt like 10 only. I think it's the internet, the couple internet lah. So yeah,
They
Your
it's
crashed
your
not.
the
your your
internet.
your internet limit is 100 megs a month.
That's what I paid for lah. That's what I paid for. Sorry,
Or you or you
300.
or mean speed or you mean speed.
Yeah, speed, speed,
Oh,
speed,
I was gonna
speed. Not
say
the
a
not the
hundred
limit.
megs a month in terms of capacity. That's like one porn clip from browsers. That's
I
like
think
300 meg. Game over, man.
I think
That's your
it's like
entire bandwidth for the for the
What
for
what
the, for the
what
month.
probably
clip?
5 minutes of this stream.
What
yeah.
clip are you talking about? It's not everybody just looking at photos.
Oh,
I mean, even like photos, right?
Yes.
Like 100 megs is really,
the
really,
HD
really
stuff, you know,
small.
Wow,
Like,
all the boys know a lot of porn stuff. I'm surprised, actually. I'm surprised.
Hey,
no,
we
no,
didn't
no,
say
no, no.
porn. Like, you're the one
I didn't say
incriminating
porn, dude.
yourself.
I
We didn't say
mean,
No,
porn.
no, no. Brothers is a family site.
yeah, you know, like
Okay.
if I'm looking for
Okay lah.
sofas for my house,
Okay lah.
I
Exactly.
gotta
Okay
look
lah.
at the HD photos
Yeah, or even
Okay
taxis.
lah.
If I want taxis,
or how
there's
people
taxis
look on
available.
the sofas, you know.
Yeah,
Hey, wait,
very much so.
Joe. Just now you've been asking how is everybody? How's yourself?
This week's been a bit of a rough one. I'm still recovering from a flu, so yeah, I'm just drinking nothing but tea tonight.
Mm.
Chamomile, vanilla, and ginger tea.
Okay.
Because that's what
So
that's what apex predators drink. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Kim,
Like,
what are
I'm
you
yeah,
just
drinking,
gonna
Kim?
look. I'm drinking green tea for tonight. I don't
Oh,
know. I've not been drinking alcohol a lot on Friday Night Live lah. After seeing Eugene the last Halloween.
then you gotta start. You gotta start.
Yeah.
It seems like
I mean,
tonight
Halloween's
you
around the
got
corner. Gotta,
yeah,
you know,
we've
Oh
got
gotta
Team
get
man.
Alcohol versus Team Tea today because
Mm.
I'm drinking Orion Okinawa's craft beer or draft.
Nice. What about Bill?
nice. I'm drinking Heineken, and then after that, I'm drinking Kirin. The
Wow, after that, nice.
yeah.
You're
That's
a
an
guy
after.
that is looking
gotta
into
prep.
the
You gotta
future
prep.
already. I
Mm.
want to drink now and later too.
You
Okay.
see, no,
you gotta
you see,
do
that's
the
the problem, right? You guys, aside from Kim and myself, have
Yes.
not. I don't know if you tuned in to when Eugene was just drunk off his
He's
tit
blasted.
on the after show. So we had the SE
Oh,
Friday live show, and then we had the after show. It was so bad. Eventually, we had to pull the episode from the air
Why was it so bad? I don't understand.
because
I mean,
because things were
drunk Eugene
said.
sounds great.
Man, things were said on that stream. We laughed when it was said, but we would have been cancelled. We would have been
I
cancelled
mean,
if
Okay, I gotta
Carlos.
see the stream.
I mean, I was just thinking maybe it's just an age difference thing because Carlos Cole on Facebook says that sounds like what Apic's drinking. I think he's referring to tea.
apex predator, apec is just a philological linguistic derivative of the term apex, which means
okay.
top of the food chain.
We're not talking
You know
about
what I mean?
age.
Like if you see Kung Fu Hustle, right? If you guys watch Kung Fu Hustle,
Yeah.
the most feared fighter in the world wasn't Apex, top of the line.
He was
You guys don't know
also
what you're talking
almost a
about.
frog.
He was too.
Okay.
So
I don't know how we got into that, but
you know what, Kim?
okay.
I think a lot of people are asking. You've been away for a while, so
Yes.
you know everyone's asking where are your jokes. You got to tell at least 4 jokes tonight. Then
4 jokes? I've been away for 2
Yeah.
weeks lah. 2 jokes lah. Why 4 jokes?
because you do 2 every episode or more or less.
No lah, I only do one. I only do one. Okay lah. Actually, okay. I'm gonna talk a bit about why am I away lah. Huh? One is because busy. Some of you might know and some of you might not. I am in event industry, so after the pandemic, things starts to come back, and I started to get busy again. And usually, events happen on the weekend, right? So usually, I need to be away for Friday. Let's say the event happened on Saturday, I need to be a rehearsal on Friday. So actually, I've been traveling quite a lot. KL, Miri, Cebu, all around Malaysia. And actually, tomorrow I'm supposed to be flying off to Bintulu, another place in Sarawak, for another show. I don't want to say thank God, but the Queen passing has postponed my
effect.
event.
Oh,
No, not the
Are you
fact.
serious?
Postponed my event. Yeah.
That's strange.
Why is it so? Yeah, why is it so? It's because the event tomorrow, it's an showcase of English Premier League match.
Oh.
okay.
Yeah, because of the Queen passing, then there's no matches being played. So no matches means no event. So that's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
I am not flying off. Then I get to celebrate Mid Autumn Festival at home lah, finally, I guess. So that's
tomorrow.
good thing for me lah. Not so good on the royal family. Good thing for me lah. Okay, so yeah, good thing it's busy. Yes, busy is good lah. So I'm so sorry I couldn't be around for the past 2 weeks. I'm here. Hey, so okay, for the past 2 weeks also busy about work, busy about events and stuff like that. Also, actually, I also started a new business. I do not know whether you guys knew about this or not. I started a new
Oh.
business. Yeah, I started
Hmm.
a vibrator repairing shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I call the shop Inspect Her Gadget.
I'm trying not to laugh, but that's actually a pretty good one. I like that. Well done. Okay.
For a sec there, I
Alright.
was like, wait, Kim has a new business. What the hell?
Yeah,
Why
okay.
did I
See,
not know?
Yeah, I sleep in joke already. I sleep in joke already. I sleep in joke.
Oh,
Don't say I don't do
no.
I don't do my job. I do my job. Okay.
Was,
So
when you,
another
when
one.
you say you, when you say you slipped it in, was that the pun as well, or
No,
what?
no, that's not the
Oh,
puns.
I'm sorry.
Not the pun. Okay,
I'm sorry.
another one, another joke lah, another joke. This one maybe Joe will find it funny lah. Somehow I do not know why I think Joe will find it funny. Recently, around my neighborhood, there's a guy who runs around and dip his testicle in glitters.
What? In what?
Glitters.
Glitter.
Yeah, glitters. Yeah,
Glitter,
glitter.
yeah.
Yeah, glitter.
Oh,
Yeah,
glitter. Oh,
Yeah.
What?
yeah. It's pretty nuts.
Oh god.
Bro, I'm not well. I came on the stream tonight. You have to drop this.
Hey, shit. Okay, if you guys don't find it funny, then okay lah. Maybe
One last
maybe-
joke. One last joke.
One more, let's
you
go.
can redeem yourself. One last.
Wait,
joke.
wait. Let's save the one last joke
Ah,
for
I
something
like it.
towards.
I like it.
Because I think it's like getting
Thanks,
forced
Bill.
now. We can't put pressure on him. He needs to come out naturally, like a good
Yes.
shit.
There we go.
Nice lah. I got
Can't
someone
force
on my
it.
side now.
Bill, you know what I'm going to
Bill,
ask you to do, right, Bill?
What?
Stay in the car.
Someone's
Stay
gonna
in the
kill
car,
you.
Bill. Even though you are helping me,
Hey,
stay in
fuck
the
you.
car, Bill.
Oh,
Okay
man.
lah. So okay, guys, I'm gonna have more later lah. So you guys gotta stick around. There's about 120 of you guys on YouTube. I do not know how many are you guys on Facebook, but we gotta bring more people in. So I would appreciate it if you guys can like and share this stream out so that we can get a lot more people in. Because if you know it, if we have a lot more people in, meaning to say that we're gonna get more stories. Okay, tonight we actually I would say quite complete lah, because tonight we have a video, we have a picture, we have confessions, we have Know Your Hantu. So everything is here already lah. I do not know about Joe housekeeping lah, so I don't want to ask if he say he got, then he got.
You
If he
see,
don't have, then
I had
don't,
housekeeping, but I'm just too ill to talk a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So
what's
can I
your
get
housekeeping
extension on the homework?
Those housekeeping. Oh no.
Actually, one thing that we did
Yeah.
forget was to kind of mention to everyone that if they wanted to support us, if they wanted to, buy the host a coffee, they can go to buymeacoffee.com/SC Friday Live and, buy us a coffee. And again, as I've always said, and I always will continue to say, the fact that you're here listening to us, joining us, telling us stories that we can then tell on the stream, that's enough support. But again,
Yeah.
if you'd like to buy us a coffee, please feel free to go to buymeacoffee.com/SC Friday Live, and we put everything that you give us to good use. So thank you very much to everyone.
The
who's,
link is supposed to be on top of Matt's hat. I don't know what
yeah,
happened to the link.
it's like up there, right?
It's
Meant to be.
supposed to be there, but it's not
there,
there.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna key in on YouTube lah, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so no housekeeping from Joe. It's okay because he is unwell, right? So we're gonna start with. Shall we start with the video or shall we start with the photo voice?
Ooh,
Let's,
Photo.
yeah, let's
there we
photo,
go.
ah.
The boys have spoken.
All right. So Alvin, can we have the
Apparently,
photo,
like
please?
somebody spotted something moving behind me.
Oh, dude! Actually, in the stream, the link is right there.
Oh yeah, it is too.
Oh,
That
okay.
is-
Oh, it's on. Okay. Never mind. Okay, so let's put up the photo. So, ladies and gentlemen, this photo will be posted in our AC private group, whereby it came from Creepy Facts. There's this page on Facebook called the Creepy Facts. Okay, you can see the photo on your screen right now. It's pretty creepy, right? So I'm going to read you the caption. It says here, taken at McDonald's. We thought our daughter was alone in this playground at the time. The face on the left was not visible at the time I took this. When she was asked who was next to her in the picture, she replied, "That's my imaginary friend, Beto."
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I'm gonna start tonight with the exam question. Now discuss for 30 marks.
30 marks. Let's go.
Jeez.
So
mean-
here brings an interesting question. Like, did you guys ever have an imaginary friend
Nope.
when you were
No.
young that you could remember?
Yep.
Nope.
I didn't. Actually, I actually asked people this question too. I've never had an imaginary friend, but I think my wife said that she did.
Okay.
I've met.
Are you your wife's imaginary friend?
I mean, maybe. No, but I mean,
Or is your wife
I
the
mean-
imaginary friend?
I never had imaginary friends.
Yeah,
I never even had real friends.
Okay, Jesus Christ, that was
Oh.
Why is it so heavy suddenly?
Ooh.
Like,
Okay,
no.
wait. I want to answer that question. Bill, I won't know if it's my imaginary friend or not, right? If it's my imaginary friend, he could be real to me, but nobody
So
else see this person,
that's
right?
the weird thing, right? So when like I've met a few kids that say that they do have imaginary friends and they can tell that that their imaginary friends is meant to be imaginary, or maybe it's their way of like because they've heard the word imaginary friend because us and adults say that a lot about their friends, but maybe the kids realize that it's something that isn't like meant to be around.
I mean,
Okay.
there's that whole psychological aspect of it, but I don't want to get into it. But most of the people I know, actually, I don't think they actually have had
I mean,
imaginary
If
friends.
we're going to go into the psychological parts of it, like none of the kids I've ever met like willed their friend to be around. They just kind of popped up.
Right.
Like you don't just ask for one and then it appears. It's kind of just there.
Yeah.
So are you saying that actually people who have imaginary friends before, these are actually spirits or entities that exist in their life, is it?
It could be. It could very well could be. Um, there are lots of cases where like kids are a lot more sensitive to the supernatural and to like even just like seeing things that like adults don't really see. Because when it goes to the whole big thing of like we kind of will our own reality in a very minute way, where certain things we just don't see. Um, uh, when we grow up as adults, our peripheral vision gets narrower until we just see whatever's in front of us, but we don't see anything on our peripheral vision. We don't see behind us. Kids are extremely unfiltered. They don't have that they don't have that narrow vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if we bring it back to that photo, though, I remember reading a comment that was saying that you need to ask your maid to wear some makeup because she just doesn't look that good.
Okay, like
Uh,
those playground houses really damn difficult for a grown adult to go into.
it would be lah. It would be. When
Yeah,
is the
and-
last time you tried to fit in one of the slides?
Oh, I mean,
But you can if you try really hard.
Yeah, if you try really hard, yeah.
sounds like you're
Joe.
speaking from experience.
Of course, Joe. Of course.
A friend told him.
Yeah, but it's something that the child would be traumatized by, and then they know like, oh, the strange man is inside.
Yeah, okay, but then again, if it's a maid who climbed inside, the person who took the photo say, "I did not see that face when I took this photo." Then after that, it was later developed in that photo, right?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, how many of us are aware of everything that is in a photo when we take it? Most of the time, when we're taking a photo,
Quick
we
shot.
just focus specifically on the child itself, right? We
the subject.
we tend to be kind of really uncertain of what happens on the outside, just like our normal vision. So what I'm going to say is that it could be a number of things with this photo. I'm thinking one, there could have been really someone inside there, and then I can hear people saying, "Well, the face looks very weird." granted, the face does look very strange, but also realize that those things are insanely smudged because kids are little dirt and germ machines, right? They're putting
Yeah,
their hands there. Some kids they're licking the freaking window.
that's how
That
COVID
thing,
starts.
yeah, exactly. And that thing is going to distort any image that's behind it. I want to say that this is probably nothing more than pareidolia, or there really was someone in there and their image is just getting distorted.
It seems
Yeah.
like whatever photo we put out, we're gonna link it in pareidolia, isn't it?
Because
Okay, so
do
the
you know
weird
why?
thing is that the image there, the main focus is the little girl. But in that same focus area of the camera, there is that weird face.
Sure.
It is a central part of the image. It's not some weird thing that is like somewhere there, right? The guy is literally taking a picture of his, like, his daughter, and
Mhm.
that the face of the daughter would be the focal point.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I just noticed something though. You
What?
know how you can kind of see the shadow of the girl like through the yellow tubing?
Hmm.
Where that head is, you can't see shit.
Yeah.
There's like no shadow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Although there appears to be more feet there than usual. Could that be
Yeah,
hands?
yeah. I mean, it could be the hands of the kid.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those things where it's a bit of a question mark, right? Again, unless you're really there. But I have to say that looks incredibly like a face. No doubt
Mhm.
about that.
Yeah.
It does look incredibly like a face.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but if I saw like a boy like huddling up to my daughter like that in a confined space, I'd be a bit like sus. I'd be a bit like, where is that kid?
I mean, especially if they look like that.
Hmm. Okay,
And let's not
so
also forget that that picture could have been digitally manipulated as well. So
of
Oh yeah,
course,
true,
of
true. It
course.
could be a hoax.
that's
It
the
could
other
be a hoax.
aspect of it. Yeah,
For the attention that you can get on the internet and whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Get
that's
somebody on
right.
Fiverr for
Anything
$5 to
nowadays.
enhance it with a ghost.
Yeah. Okay, so since all of us is gonna have different opinions, we're gonna ask the people that is watching us on live, what do you guys think? Especially those who can sense all the spiritual stuff. Do you actually see something else in this photo? If you're gonna pinpoint something else, you know what? Actually, not the face, behind the tube, in front of the tube, behind the girl also got. So do put in the comment, so we want to know whether there are something else in the photo or not. For those who
Don't draw
is
circles, huh? Don't draw circles. Huh?
don't draw circles. For those who are rather a little bit stupid like me, the emoji that is an emoji. That is not the entity that we're looking at. That is just an emoji. Okay. So okay, Alvin, please take the photo away. Thank you. Okay, yeah, actually, I wanted to say somehow for me, I felt that the face in this photo, I do not know why, but it somehow looked like the photo. Remember when the person who went to St. John Island, the one of the another week that I'm not here, whereby the person went to St. John Island, he took a photo of him and the
Uh-huh.
friends, but there was no friends. There's only
Yeah,
him,
yeah,
but
yeah.
there's a goblin-like creature in the photo.
Hmm.
Although
Yeah.
there's not such a clear face in that photo, but I don't know why, but it gives me the same feeling of these two entity could be from the same place.
Yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
filters nowadays, you just throw in a filter, you go to Snapchat, they have all these ghost filters behind you to set up. Yeah, you never know. It could be one of those.
True. Okay.
Could
All
be.
right. So, anything else to say about the photo, boys?
No,
Hmm?
not for me.
Nope.
Okay.
I think it's just
Cool.
rather suspicious that the daughter has an imaginary friend. I've always found kids that do have imaginary friends to be a little bit more
Strange.
descriptive
Oh, okay.
about like things that they see.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you have a friend who has an imaginary friend?
Oh yeah. So when I was a general store manager of like Warhammer Red House, yeah, I used to talk to kids all the time, and yeah,
Okay.
they would like tell me like things like if they have like imaginary friends and stuff like that. They would even
Hmm.
say that their imaginary friends are in the shop. I was like, oh, okay.
Hmm.
So they were
That's how chaos gets into your life, bro. That's how chaos gets into your life. It's just the whisperings of the demons, and before you know it, you're a full
Weird
blown
thing,
freaking
yeah.
demon host.
That's how you
Weird thing
kick.
is that,
That's how you kick the kid out
the
of the shop.
Warhammer Red House shop used to be I think it was a temple or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It used to be a
Far out.
really rundown temple, and then they just renovated it.
Okay. Yeah, I would hate it to talk to kids and suddenly the kid would pinpoint something behind me, you know, like
Yep.
go.
Oh yeah, he used to do
go,
that all the time.
My
Sometimes they'll be
imaginary
just like,
friend is behind you. Shut up, lah! You shut up.
Get out of my shop. Get out of my shop right now. Take your friend. Take your shit. Get the fuck out.
Go inside the car. Go with Coco Bill. Go.
Go find Bill.
I think it's-
Go find Bill in the car.
There.
Bill's in the car.
Okay. So
no, we're
talking
saying
about
bring more imaginary friends.
okay, so talking about kids from the photo, we're gonna go to another one, which is also involving another kid. But this is a video. I do not know whether you guys have seen this video before, but we're gonna roll the video and gonna tell you what happened in the video to those listening on podcast. Then we're gonna talk about the video. Alvin, can we have the video, please? So in this video, you can see there are two kids playing, right? So we are assuming that we do not know. We are assuming these two kids are actually siblings. As you can see, one kid just tripped and fell. All right, but if you look closely to the sister before she fell down, she was actually looking at a corner as if something is there. And if you look closely at the kid in white when she fell down, it doesn't feel like she fell down by herself. It looks like she'd been tripped.
She's been
Yeah.
chucked. Is what she looked like.
She'd been what?
She's been chucked onto the floor, like pushed.
She'd been chucked. Yeah. Okay. So
Like,
that is
to
to
me,
those
right?
listening in. Okay.
If you so there was a moment in time where her leg is completely straight and she's not bending it, and she's just like holding it there for a while. So to me, that's looks to be more like something grabbed her leg.
Yeah. For me, it looks like something grabbed her leg too. So to the person with kid, what do you say?
String.
Oh, wow, nobody is answering me. Nobody has kids now.
No,
Yeah, nobody has
I-
kids. What the hell, man?
I'm just
What do you
looking at it,
assume?
right? On the fake. Okay, so let's take away the obvious things that people would say. Fake string. Okay, let's just leave it kind of out of the window, right?
Yeah.
On one hand, I'm on two minds with this. One hand, it may be that the kid tripped, and just the angle in which she or he, I shouldn't say she, right? The angle in which she has fallen makes it look like she got snagged on something and then fell, right? But on the other hand, if you didn't look too closely into it and you just take it in the face value, it does appear like something's got a hold of her leg, because you know her leg is like bent, and then it doesn't seem to be able to move, and then suddenly it straightens out again, like something's let go. You know, as a father with a child who's gone through their kind of toddler years, kids can sometimes fall in very weird positions. They are they are very flexible. So you might say, you know what, if I fell down and someone grabbed my leg, it'll look like that, because obviously I'm quite stiff that way. But with kids, they can fall in a wide variety of ways, man, and it can look like something's doing it. But I don't know. I'm on the fence in this one.
Oh, on the fence. Is that a new show?
Ooh.
On the fence.
I don't
It's
think we
only
can come up
maybes.
with we cannot come up with any show with any words that we just mentioned. Suddenly, we can come up with a show, we can come up with a podcast, I don't think we have
On
enough
the
time in a week.
fence.
Yeah. So, okay,
Angela Lim goes, Joe, you are stiff. No. My leg
Oh.
is stiff. Like I'm not saying anything
Which
else.
leg?
All right. The right leg,
Or the third leg.
not the third leg. The right leg.
So the interesting thing is that the second daughter was looking at something behind her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like went over and to check on like behind.
Yeah, I mean, see, like when she picks it,
And she
looks
was like
like she's
obviously
picking it.
extremely like she's like her vision is directly on like the bin area,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
which
Okay,
looks
actually, at,
like
at this
like
part, we can say that the string part you can actually get rid of it. Why? Is because the where her leg was actually pulled, the kid in red actually ran past that area, so there's no strings. If not, she would have been tripped too, right?
mm,
Mm.
But it's really
So
interesting that the kid in red goes back to that same area, like
yes,
Yeah.
squats down and looks like she's like, I don't know,
Fumbling
either
with
talking
something.
or yeah, or talking to something
yeah,
or fumbling with something, and then comes
yeah.
back out again.
You
yeah.
know what is the
Yeah.
what would be the plot twist of this video? The red kid ran to that corner and pointed at that corner and say, "Beto is there."
Oh my god.
Or you know what's the
Her
worst one?
imaginary friend.
They only have one kid,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
and it's the kid in
the,
white.
that's a real plot twist.
Yeah. They go,
I mean,
guys,
look,
no, you guys didn't understand. We have no other little girl in red. Jang, jang,
Oh.
jang.
Nice,
like the
nice,
parents
nice.
don't look like they care about the daughter in red, so it's like, is she really
Yeah.
there? We don't really know.
Okay, we do
Yeah.
not know. We do not know whether the what did the red kid say or whatever audio is going on in the video lah, because we did not get the audio part from here. But someone said that she scolded the floor, bad floor. Oh, that's what the kid in red
Okay.
said. Bad floor. Okay, okay. That's what all our parents do. Whenever we fall down, not on something, it's always other people's fault. It's never our fault.
Yeah. Naughty floor. Bad floor.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Naughty for a bad ball.
My
Getting
mom
whack.
just full on blamed me. She's like,
Yeah.
Srila,
Oh,
run some more, run some more.
poor thing like
Then
you
later
lah.
when you grow up, they're angry when you take out hammer and beat the floor lah.
Poor thing lah, poor thing lah. Okay.
Oh.
But last time when I fall down, I knocked on my father's ironwood table, right? Then he came running. Then he said, "You fall down, never mind. My table very expensive, okay?"
That's the
Kim,
right way.
I would have taken you in my arms and cradled you
No, please,
and given you
no,
love and
no.
You
affection.
can still do
It's
that. You
okay.
can do that.
Come, come,
It's okay. I grew up fine. It's okay.
come.
You can do that in October when you guys come to Singapore.
Oh yes. Many hugs, Kim.
Okay. Are we supposed to tell the people? Are we supposed to tell people about that part already?
Yeah.
No,
We started
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about it last
About it
week.
last week.
Oh, we started talking about it last
Yeah.
week already.
And
Oh, okay.
maybe we should just kind of like remind everyone about what's going to be happening in October. So the second last show will be live show will be happening in Singapore, place to be determined yet, where we will be coming down with Kim, myself, Eugene, Sonia, and the rest of the SE team, Matt, Bill, Jonathan, and the moderators. We will be there for a live show on the 23rd, if I'm not wrong, Kim. 22nd.
Second, I
Oh,
think.
21st. Let me get my dates right so that I don't give you guys the wrong day. I'm gonna
Yeah,
bring my
it's the
calendar
Friday.
up.
21st.
It's the
21st.
Friday.
21st. All right, so it's gonna be the 21st of October on a
October.
Friday.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
we'll have a
Eugene
live
will
show.
do up like an artwork or something like that later.
Yeah, he definitely will. But
Yeah.
the week after that, I'm probably going to hand this over to Kim because Kim knows a lot more of what's going to be happening in East Malaysia, Sarawak, the week after.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave that to later on a bit, is because I prepared a very special know your
Presentation.
hantu,
Oh.
then the segue to whatever that we're gonna tell
Well, let's
you
leave
guys
it then.
in East Malaysia later lah. Okay, so the photo is done, the video is done, the time now it's 10:35. We're gonna go to our first confession, whereby this confession is not so like the hantu in your face. It's not about the lady in the tree. It's not about somebody standing behind the door. It's nothing like that. But it's something that I felt that most of us would have heard about this story at least once in their life before. Although it says here the post is written by Kera, this part I'm not so sure is because it could have written by Kera, but it is a story of someone else because the story doesn't sound like from Kera. Why do I say so? Have a listen. So this one is titled No Way Out, is it? I think
Yes.
so.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. No way out.
Ominous.
All right, Alvin, take it away.
No Way Out by Kara. I don't know if mine is hantu or not lah, but I had quite a bad experience myself. I remember my ex and I left Singapore around 8 or 9 p.m. after work and hired a driver to drive us to KL. He was a super experienced guy, so we were okay lah. And firstly, the drive was terrible. Fucking dark, potholes everywhere. And I think around 11ish or so, I could hear him trying to page someone and saying he cannot find his way out. And you imagine the way to KL is almost a straight road one And he spoke Malay and thought I couldn't understand cause my ex and I were speaking Chinese for the most part. Around 12ish, he says he's sorry and then says he will drop us off at the nearest hotel cause it's too dark and he cannot imagine he will get lost. He took us to this super small, off the beaten path hotel, and I tell you, until today, I don't know where it was. Literally like somewhere in the middle of nowhere. He took us to the receptionist and we can hear him asking the guy in Malay, how do you get back to JB because he cannot find his way? And the guy says it's just one straight road. And then he said sorry to us and hastily left. To make matters worse, right, the room we went in gave me the worst fucking vibe. Like within 5 minutes only, I said I wanted to change room cause something really felt damn off about it. Like evil lor. And then the second room was better, but because of the ordeal just now, we couldn't sleep. Around 7 a.m, the driver came back and picked us up. And guess what? Within less than an hour's time, we were in KL. But when the driver was talking to the receptionist, he said he didn't understand how he got lost cause he drove up and down the same road so many times. I think that's literally his job too, as a hired driver for people going from JB to KL. And then the receptionist told him, common lah, you lucky they let you out and you can still find this hotel. At that point, I didn't think too much until I read all the stories on the fucking North-South highway. The poor guy was so apologetic and kept saying sorry he got lost. Back then, I still just thought he was a shitty driver.
Okay. All right. So No Way Out
Hmm.
by Kara. So now you understand why I say it doesn't sound like Kara, because there's just too many F words in the story. I did not edit it out, and then I just play it and see whether we got cancelled by YouTube or not. We are still here, so it's
Yay!
yeah.
F-bombs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go from Bill from the car. What do you think?
Okay. So there's been a lot of there's been a few cases of ghosts, like ghost trains that if you get on, like they will take you straight to hell, that kind of thing. So this reminds me a lot of that experience where ghosts tethered to a certain area maybe want to keep people for whatever reason, um, but also other things like interdimensional like portals and stuff like that that could also flow into it. Like these areas are always really weird because they happen really randomly and they're always usually associated with really weird electronic like interferences. So
Okay.
it's kind of like one of their telltale signs that something weird is going on that shouldn't happen. I've had a similar experience when I was in the I was in Flinders Lane in Melbourne, and it was really late night. I had kind of been like drinking it with friends, and we were just going around and around and around. And Flinders Lane is one lane. It's one lane that goes out and straight to the biggest train station in Melbourne. And you know it's the train station because there's a giant clock face that's like glowing, so you
Okay.
can see it. And we could not find our way out. We were there for the better part of 3 hours trying to get ourselves out of a one-way lane.
Okay. But you did mention that you have a little bit of drinks before that. Do you think
I
that
was
will
gonna say
influence
that.
that?
I was gonna
Yes.
say that. Dude, you probably just pissed drunk and then just walking around in circles, don't know where you're going.
I don't know, man. You can't get stuck in a one-way lane for 3 hours with that drunk.
I've seen so much worse. If you were drunk, I've seen so much worse.
You know what's really funny? Like YouTube is blowing up rather than talking about ghosts, everyone is comparing us to freaking World Wrestling Federation
No,
wrestlers.
What?
Joe, WWF is
Why?
a
Oh,
long time
WWE.
ago. Yeah,
Sorry, like this.
WWE.
I'm very old, man. Like I used to watch wrestling during the Undertaker and freaking Ultimate Warrior days and Hulk Hogan. That's how freaking old I am.
Oh man, the Hulk Hogan days.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say, I mean, for this story, I want to be on the side of the skeptic though, because my recent trip to the US, I drove a lot and I drove at night. And when you go to like countries in the US, even Malaysia in some parts, when you're driving at night, you don't know where you're going. You can't see anything. It may
Mm.
be a straight road, but you don't know your surroundings. You don't know what they look like, and you just get lost. So it's probably
Mm.
what the guy probably felt like.
One way you could find out if you're really stuck in a time loop or interdimensional loop is go outside and burn a plant and burn a bush or something. Then you see
And
that
it,
bush, that burning bush again. Then you know you're in trouble.
Okay,
it's
but
true.
then if you are going to places that is not familiar, like for example, you said you were driving in the States and after
Yeah.
that to Malaysia, but you most of the time you drive in Singapore, right? So that is not a familiar area or location to you.
Yeah.
Would you say that would, then probably that would be the explanation of it lah? But this person who drove the couple, it's like he know that road like the back of his hand. He won't get lost under that kind of situation, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of a long day, if everything's dark, you're not sure what's going on, and it's so dark you can't really tell. If you miss one sign or the sign that you usually see to like kind of narrow where you are, it's so easy to be like, I don't know where I am. Yeah, I
Sorry,
hear
is
that
anyone
too.
hearing? Do you hear that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
do.
hearing
I
weird.
I think
It's like
it's
someone's playing
Elvin.
a banjo or something.
Who's the banjo music on?
It's either that or it's just a very loud vibrator put very near to the microphone. So
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
okay. So we have Bill saying that drove into another portal. Matt saying that probably it's just a road that we do not know, we're not familiar with the area. So Joe, what do you think?
What do you think I'm going to say, man?
You say it's dark. Probably he don't have enough sleep. Probably he's just tired. He get lost, and then he blames it on the hantu and say that's why he get lost. Yeah.
First off, it's 9 o'clock. It's late in the evening, right? The taxi driver has probably spent most of the day driving. The poor guy's tired, right? Not only that, it's nighttime. So when night look, roads look very different during the night than during the day. Or I would say can look very, very different, right?
Mm,
So
mm,
especially if you're driving down a road that's maybe a little bit less lighted, right? It can all look like that just one road in itself, okay? And not to mention that sometimes roads kind of veer off into other roads quite easily, and it only takes a split second lapse of concentration for the taxi driver just to go off a small little side road and suddenly, holy crap, I don't know where I am. The combination of tiredness, the combination of a bit of panic, interacting with the stories that people know about that area. And I can imagine that these taxi drivers are some of the most superstitious guys in the world, right? They hear all these stories about stopping the car in the middle of the road, letting the lady in, the lady disappears, ghost cover eyes. And so I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that this taxi driver was exactly what Kim was saying. Not my words, Kim's words. It was late at night. He was tired. He was driving on the road. He kind of got lost, and look, it's happened to me
hello.
before, right? I remember when, because our family used to go to a small little like a cabin by a lake in Western Australia. And I remember coming back with the whole family down the driveway to the cabin. And it was really, I have to admit, myself was really strange because it felt like we were driving a lot longer than we
Mm,
usually were to
Mhm.
reach the cabin.
mm.
But now that I think about it, it was nighttime. It was an unsealed road. We were driving a little bit slower because it was nighttime. We couldn't see shit. So the journey did take a lot longer than usual. But because we had all these stories in our head, we suddenly made it into a paranormal encounter.
Yep.
The ghost cover eyes, you know.
I mean, I think even in the story was kind of said, didn't this taxi driver drive all the way from Singapore to KL, or was it from JB to KL? Both ways at night. That's a long drive.
Yeah,
Mm, mm.
very long drive.
Okay, so how do you explain, like Frankie asks on YouTube, how do you explain a lady in the hotel telling him, you are lucky they let you out?
Because it's a common story.
Yeah, probably
We've,
Okay.
as you've mentioned before, like you said, we've all heard about this before, and I'm sure everyone on this channel, including the host, we've heard the story of Ghost Close Eyes.
Mm,
We've heard this story before, and so in those areas in Malaysia, all you need to do is one person is very superstitious, and the lady's like, you see, yeah, very lucky. You never, you're going to better buy this charm that I pre-prepared, $50, 50 ringgit. It will help you on your.
there you go.
yeah. I think this is also a very good reason. Next time, if you are late, then your wife call you, hello? Not yet home, You know what time is it, Darling, you are not going to believe me, But, I tell you, I've been going round and round. I cannot get home,
Can't find the house.
I
Yeah.
cannot find the
Where's our
house.
house?
And she said, "Bastard, I can see you. You are across the street. All right, come back now."
Oh,
Then you're on the
oh my
phone, you're
God.
like, Darling, I see a lady in
There's a
white.
lady waving at me.
Yeah.
She's trying to call me over. Shit.
Darling, close eyes, lah.
Yeah. That's how
I'll try my wife next week. I'll tell you guys how it goes.
I want you on the show, please. Don't later somehow anything happen, then say, bro, I cannot make it to the show. Something came out.
Yeah. I'm in hospital.
Okay.
lah.
All right, so I'm gonna go with the team hantu again, because usually Eugene will be on my side, but tonight Bill is like, this is probably it, but he did not exactly say it. I'm not gonna say this is team hantu. I'm gonna say on behalf of the team hantu, I believe this is hantu lah. I've never used this excuse to tell my girlfriend that I'm not home so late is because ghosts covered my eyes. I've never used this reason before.
I will ask.
No, I've actually from the place that I stay now back to my hometown, it's about 30 minutes to 40 minutes drive. So it's not that long, right? But I have let's say some games that involve action like this, and it involves money that I usually do until midnight back in hometown, right? So usually I would drive back that road until I came back home. Never once in my life I've encountered anything weird lah. Or is it the road is not long enough?
So you mean it doesn't exist?
I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. It's just that it doesn't exist in that area.
Ah.
I think it only happens. It happens like infrequently enough that like people don't make a big fuss about it. Like like it's one of those rare occurrences, like the ghost trains and stuff like that, where it'll happen when it happens.
Oh, okay. So it's not like guaranteed lah. It's not like macam you go through this road, you're like, okay, you go through this road.
Excuse me, hantu is not like a street performer. You cannot just pay them and go like, hey, please show me. No. They will do the thing if they want to do the thing. If they don't want to do the thing, then you go bugger off lah.
But then Kim's going to be down in October, right? I'm interested, people in Facebook and YouTube, how many of you want to send Kim down the most haunted road in Singapore with a car, with a taxi driver, and see and put a test to this theory?
The thing is, why do you want to put me on a test? I already believe in that. You don't have to prove it to me. Prove it to you guys. Like you guys are the one that's saying that
But there's a haunted road in Singapore. Where?
I can put you on the back of my bike, Kim. We can go drive down those roads.
That looks
I don't know why these boys keep wanting to sleep with me lah. Want to sit behind a bike lah. What's wrong, guys? I do not know lah. Please lah, no. I don't want to sit behind.
All I'm going to say to you.
No offense, I don't want to sit behind your bike. I don't want to sit in front of your bike too, Matt. No.
If Bill asks you to come to the car, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I know,
Don't
This
Bill's
one I know.
out of all of us, Bill's the most suspicious one.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
What the hell?
I agree. I agree.
He's got imaginary friends. He's got ghost
yeah,
wives. What else?
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
something else.
With,
Got
with a
furries.
with a hair and facial hair like that. Yeah,
yeah.
very, very
He owns
sus
a
lah, very sus.
van,
He owns a van. Oh my
and
god.
yeah, I was like,
No
oh,
lah, no lah.
I
Huh?
I
want
think
a white van, very heavily tinted.
some of the most haunted roads in Singapore are actually really nice drives, especially if you're just trying to, test your abilities in terms of driving. Yeah, they're pretty nice to drive.
Pretty nice to drive.
you
That's
hear
how
that?
you
Yeah, yeah.
You hear that,
No
kid?
lah.
Pretty nice
You
to
can
drive,
bring
bro.
Joe lah. You can bring Joe. You can bring Joe. Joe is
No, I got stomach, bro. I can't.
Oh.
Aiyo.
Okay,
Excuse
so-
can only last you for so long.
we have done with the story that is the thing does not pop up, right? Okay, as I promised earlier on, I have specially come out with this for Know Your Hantu, whereby it's an entity which I do not know myself as a Sarawakian until recently when I heard their name. So, ladies and gentlemen, this week's Know Your Hantu is he has a cool name. So have a listen. Elvin, take it away.
We know of human-turned wolves during full moon. We have heard of half-human, half-horse called the centaur. This week, we're going to talk about an Iban's mystical creature where he has a head of a lion but body of a man, the Ramong. The story of Ramong said to come from Sungai Katibas, where Batu Gong stood in Sarawak. Batu Gong got its name for its shape like a gong, a traditional musical instrument for the Iban community. Even till this very day, Batu Gong is considered sacred and there are rituals conducted especially by the pagans. According to old tales, Ramong is a man-eater, stirring fear among the villagers that live nearby. All sorts of measures had been taken to try to trap and kill Ramong, but to no avail, for Ramong can smell traps from afar, leaving the people no choice but to avoid Sungai Katibas entirely, although the place is filled with foods for the villagers. They believe no man shall walk into Sungai Katibas to hunt shall come back alive. Even if he does, he will soon be struck by disasters. For a very long time, no man would ever step foot in Sungai Katibas until the villagers seek help from Bungai Knowing, a man that lived in a sacred place called Pangau Libau. He was considered not just a shaman, but a man with powers and magics. After the villagers told Bungai Knowing what happened, he became extremely angered and decided to take the matter heads on. Stories mention the fights went on for 3 days, 3 nights without a winner, since both of them has their own strength and evenly matched. That is when Bungai Knowing knows he has to defeat Ramong another way. Bungai Knowing then surrendered and left. Ramong, thinking that he has win and convinced that Bungai Knowing will never return, he went back to rest in his cave and let down his guard. Matter of fact, Bungai Knowing was just hiding somewhere nearby waiting for time to strike. The moment Ramong is asleep, Bungai Knowing went on to cover all the exit points of his cave, having Ramong eternally trapped, and he was believed to have died trapped inside. Because of what Bungai Knowing did, Batu Gong takes its shape and later its name. To today, the people of Sungai Katibas live well without the fear of Ramong, the man-eating creature.
Okay, there we have it. Ramong from Sarawak. Okay, the segue here is, ladies and gentlemen, after the week is done in Singapore, all the main hosts of Friday Night Live, that is Joe, Sonia, Eugene, and myself, we would fly to Sarawak to have a special supernatural confessions in Sarawak, whereby we have plenty of activities lined up that includes sitting together with live audience to do our Friday Night Live, and also Saturday to do a tour together with our Singaporean friends that is going to join us. Hopefully, we're going to get our rest of the team like Bill and Matt, hopefully John, and the rest of the moderators to come down together to join us at Sarawak. So, to the people that is listening in, if you guys want to join us, you know how to contact Eugene. It's on our website. His numbers is there. You can drop him a text. He will gonna give you more information about how to join us in Sarawak. Okay. Wow, suddenly very quiet. Why? What happened?
Because it's like we're just like you got the floor, Kim. You have the floor.
Yeah.
Ah.
Like, I'm wondering if this mound creature is
Yes.
related to the Singapore lion in a way.
Okay, I'm gonna stop everyone. As a zoologist, okay, we have never had lions here or in Southeast Asia. The closest
Yes.
thing that we had was the Asiatic lion, which territory is in India. So there's no chance that we ever saw lions here. If okay, in the case of this creature, right? It looks like a. I mean, I'm guessing people say it looks like a lion, right? If anything, I believe it could have been a sun bear because Sarawak and the island of Borneo is very famous for having sun bears. They
Sun
are
bears.
basically the height of a human being. They have the same look as a lion. If you don't know what you're looking at, it might be it could look like a lion. And you know, I mean, if anything, I think it's more that than it is a lion.
So what
Okay.
you're saying is that the people are lying.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm here every Friday night, guys. You're welcome.
I feel it's really weird for a lion to be a man eater because lions generally have better things to eat than humans because we're not very tasty. We don't have much meat, and generally we kind of suck to eat.
I don't know lah.
I think that's sharks, bro. I don't think that's lions.
No,
The
I mean,
lions are gonna
even-
go, I'm gonna fucking eat you. I don't give a shit.
I mean, like so
If they can catch you, they're gonna eat you.
Yeah.
they will try and eat you, yes, but you're not preferred. You're still not most preferred thing. I think there was that case of the lions of there was that the pair of lions that was that a British officer had to hunt and take down, and when he brought the pelts back, it was later found out that the lions were extremely malnourished and were actually already injured. So that's why they particularly liked to hunt people, because people are very bad and in the wild they do not know how to take care of themselves, unlike other prey animals.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do not know lah. If a man takes 3 days, 3 nights to fight just an animal, then the animal must be some sort of still a mystical creature, is it not?
I don't know, bears are pretty
How
sun
do we
bears are
know
pretty
he was
awesome.
fighting it for 3 days and 3 nights? He could have been like on the first night, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna say I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have a nice dinner. Go for a fish. Second day, I'm gonna say, oh, man, I found it. Third day, like, oh shit, I really saw it. I think I gotta run now.
Yeah. So
But
just so you know, sun bears are no slouches as well. They're probably one of the smaller
Yeah,
members
they're
of the
the
bear
smallest
family,
bears, yeah.
but they are one of the more vicious bears. If they're threatened, they will attack you and they will kill you.
Rip your face off.
It is one of their calling cards is they rip people's face off.
Yeah.
Because in their natural habitat, they have to contend with tigers, and one of the two things you have when you're being attacked by a tiger is either you try and run away, which is fat chance, or you just rip its face off.
Joe wanted to
on
say
the face
something.
on the face of what Bill just said, right? I'm just wondering, like you said, it had a cool name, but it doesn't sound like a really cool name for like a mystical creature, right? It's like this like half lion, half man with wings. Like, what's your name? Ramong. No, that's not terrifying enough. Nah, I'm sorry. Something like
If you-
I am Lord Zakath. Okay, that sounds like a fucked up name of a demon, right? What's
Yeah.
your name?
If you say it like that, of course lah. If you say it like that, of course it doesn't sound a lot of fuck lah. I felt like I do so many know your hantu. The name is just spoiled by Joe saying it in the fucked up way lah.
Ramong. It's still, you can say it in a growly way. It
Looks
still
like
doesn't sound good at all.
it sounds like it's a character from the Cats That
The
opera
musical.
show, the cats one.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It sounds like what the Cowardly Lion says. Ramong.
Yeah lah. I agree with what Dive or Candy say on YouTube lah. There are so many Sonia tonight. Very hard to keep on the show lah tonight lah. Next time.
Actually, well, I mean, tonight is just, it's more, I think Joe and I are more on the Sonia side. Bill's kind of the legit on the fringe in between the two. He's like, oh, you know, I'm
Yeah.
not really sure. It could be a time warp. It could be
I-
something else.
I don't know. This Dive for Candy is just making all these comments that just don't make any sense at all. Like, it's just
Yeah.
sounds like quite a really irritating person. But oh well, what can you do?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Okay
it's
lah.
kind of-
I actually I want to tell you how do I find out the name Ramong, because as Sarawakian I'm supposed to know the name Ramong, right? Also a little bit of backstory. Sungai Katibas, where the place exists today. Sungai Katibas is actually in Song, so that is about 8, 9 hours drive from Kuching. So it's quite an ulu place. There's still pagans. There are still people who worship trees, stones, rocks, and there are people who still live in the actual longhouse in those areas, right? Where by longhouse there is no electricity, no clean water. There are still people who live like that in that area. It's actually recently I did a show, and I was told that the band performing tonight, their name is called Tajuk Ramong. So that is when I'm like,
Oh.
Tajuk Ramong. I've never heard this band before, so I'm gonna search for it, right? So instead of keying in their full name, I actually key in Ramong. That is when I found this creature. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna put it on Know Your Hantu, you know?
Yeah.
And then thinking Joe is gonna say it's a cool name, but yeah, he just come out with that. So,
Ramong.
So
it doesn't do it, bro.
It's kind of like stories like this that I always feel like, as a
On the
cryptozoologist, you always want to be carrying around like a firearm just to shoot something, just in case like it's interesting.
This ain't America, bruh.
On a more kind of serious Hantu note, right? I'm wondering if there's a cross-cultural element to this story, because in Hinduism there is a deity, an avatar of Lord Vishnu called Lord Narasimha, who is half lion, half man, and we know that the Majapahit Empire kind of like it went across the majority of Southeast Asia, right? So I'm wondering if some of the beliefs could have been transferred or cross-pollinated with the local kind of Iban population. It's just a thought.
Yeah, I mean the possibility is still there, of course, because there's such an ancient religion, and what God knows what has traveled here way before that. I mean, probably because the image, it's painted so similarly, just that it came out with a different name, right? But actually I wanted to talk more about Bungai Nuing, the man who actually tagged down Ramao, but probably until the next episode or when you guys are in Sarawak lah, huh? Yeah, but also it's kind of fucked up because the name Pangau Libau just now, I do not know whether you guys remember. Pangau Libau is actually a sacred place where people believe there's only people with powers, with magics, and also good looking comes from that place called Pangau Libau.
Huh?
Good looking. You
Good
mean
looking.
like
Yeah, people there are only good looking. They are smart. They are with powers. They are with magics. All people in Pangau Libau are described that way.
I will
Well,
be
we
the
should be
judge.
going to that place. There,
We
man.
should all go there.
That sounds like part of our tour.
Yeah, wait. But there's a bar that opens very near my place, also called Pangau Libau. The inside, it's quite
Yeah,
disgusting, lah. There's nothing inside that describe
Okay,
whatever that I just
false
mentioned, lah.
advertising.
Hey, that one different. That's different, bro. We need to go to.
Yeah.
Is there
there's
like a
Pangau Libau,
guard?
lah.
Like, are no people barred from going into this area?
No, the thing is, Pangau Libau is actually like I do not know the Malay word is actually kayangan. Do you understand the word kayangan? It's like something in the sky. It's not actually on earth. They are off the sky. They're not to say not paradise, not heaven, but kayangan.
Oh, wow!
Sky.
That almost sounds like an extraterrestrial kind of thing from the sky.
Yeah.
From the sky. Yeah. So
It
that
sounds
is
like
where.
Yeah, it sounds like something that the host of the show that we have on Wednesday night. We're very interested in looking at. What show is that, guys? I can't remember what show that we
It's
have
on the
Wednesday night.
fringe.
On the fence.
On the
If you
fence.
guys want to tune in every Wednesday night, we have these two good-looking boys down here, Matt and Bill, who run a show called On the Fringe, where they look at everything that is on the fringe of the supernatural, on the fringe of science fiction, on the fringe of what's normal. That's where they are. So if you wanna listen to the boys, go there every Wednesday night, and on Tuesday night, Ghost Mortem with Eugene and Jonathan Lim, where they take apart like a mechanic takes apart a freaking car, all the different parts to a movie. Mostly horror movies, though, right? They just do
Yep.
horror movies,
Mainly.
mainly
Yeah.
horror movies.
I got excited there, like going like, "Hey, are you actually taking apart a car? I want to join that."
You know what? If
I
if
don't know how
Bill
to do it.
goes to Sarawak, we need to use him as our official guinea pig. We need to make him do something. I feel
What?
like he's Bill.
Oh,
He's
Bill,
like
Bill.
our
Okay.
he's our SC guinea
Yeah.
pig. We gotta
Yeah.
find him a ghost wife.
I
We gotta
agree.
find him a Bomo.
I
Now we
agree.
need to find something.
Yeah,
for him
yeah,
to
yeah.
do.
We still haven't found, like,
Yeah.
nobody's come forward with like Bomo information or like you know.
Yeah. Well, one
Just
of the episode I remember we also trying to find a ghost bride for Bill, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can.
Apparently, I may have one or may not. I have to go to Thailand to get that checked out.
Can.
But
So we have
apparently I can get
several
real wife
hashtags
as
for that.
well. And
We
apparently
have
the ghost
several
wife
hashtags.
will.
Yeah, we have Bomo for Bill, B for B, and then we have Bright for Bill, B for B
Yeah.
again. So it kind of works either way.
So we gotta find
Oh,
something in Sarawak for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to arrange. I try to make arrangements starting today until
yes.
he lands here, lah. Huh? Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, photo is done, video is done, confession is done. We have one more confession.
Wait, one more, right?
Know your
Yeah.
know your
One
hantu
more
is done.
confession.
So
Cool.
the time is now 11:06. We do not have featured confession tonight. Too bad, it's because Eugene has cut it up, but he is currently away, so he don't have Wi-Fi to upload it up. So I
Okay.
apologize on behalf. So we don't have a featured confession tonight. Hence, we can go a little bit longer, but let's see lah. We're gonna play you the last confession for tonight first, and we're gonna talk about it, and let's see the time later. So, Elvin, please.
White woman in my room. Hello, this is Gian Fat again. I had encountered yet another supernatural experience just a month ago. I'm okay with sharing my identity this time because I felt that this thing has gone away. Also, I hope. It was around 9:30 p.m. plus. I was playing Valorant alone in my living room. From my living room table, I can partially see my own room. And everything was normal and it felt like a normal night. All of a sudden, I felt chilly and something felt off. The fan was set at speed 1 and the windows were all closed. I felt paranoid and decided to move and turn my chair to face the living room. My back is normally facing the living room. It kept getting colder and colder and suddenly, I felt like something was looking at me. I turned back, exited Valorant, and was getting ready to sleep. I turned and I looked around when my view was at my rooms, and that's when I saw it. This white woman was peering at me. Not joking, but when I say white, it's not like pale, it was legit like white color. When I saw this thing, it immediately ducked behind the door, and I ran towards my room. I looked behind the door, and there was nothing. That thing isn't there anymore. I don't know how to explain it, but I got goosebumps when I entered my room. It was as cold as usual and I ran out to my living room couch and called my friends and told them what happened. I panned my camera to the room where I saw this woman and my friends who were in the call felt uneasy. I decided to wake my father up, who believed in ghosts and entities, to go into my room with me because I felt unsafe. I told him what had happened and he carried this sort of blessed talisman and stuck it inside my room. He told, why didn't I turn on my aircon when I wasn't in my room? I told him I didn't. But he didn't believe me because it was stone cold when my window and fans were turned off. After 10 to 15 minutes, we were inside the room and suddenly it felt so warm and stuffy. He turned on the fan and lights and burnt the talisman in the room, and from that point onwards, everything was normal. He didn't tell me where and why he had the talisman, but I didn't question it either. I leave it to you guys to figure out what that thing was.
White
Wow.
woman. Okay, I think that the full title was actually White Woman in My Room. So yeah, it sounds too explicit.
It's been a long time since I had a white chick in my room, man. At least not since I've been married. So yeah, it took me back.
It sounds like a Tinder
Ah,
date.
Polish girls.
cannot
So-
lah,
Sorry,
cannot lah.
what?
I've had
Lord.
that experience when you feel like there's something up or like there is something watching you is
Something up. Yeah, I felt that every morning.
Something's
so-
up. I mean, when
Yeah.
there's a white woman in your room.
Yeah, there
I
was
hope it's
something up.
bro.
We won't go there.
don't remind me of my
Something's up.
exes, man. Like, come on.
Okay,
But,
yeah. What is your story? What is your story, Bill?
So my story is about me being in my studio. So my studio is an industrial area. Sometimes I like to go to the bathroom. You have to go outside, and the hall is completely dark. There's nobody around. There's probably one other person there, which is usually the security guard that's way, way, way downstairs. So this whole like 4-story industrial building, completely dark, completely silent, and quite frankly, there are times uh like around like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. where the hairs on my back just like stand up and it's just like, wait, something's up. Something's going on. Something's watching, or like something is behind me, or something is just out of my peer of vision. And it's really freaky. It is really freaky. I haven't seen a white woman or anything like that as of late, but yeah, sometimes like I get very, very, very paranoid.
What do you do in that kind of situation usually when you feel like, you know, you goosebumps and you feel extremely cold? What do you do?
I clap.
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
I clap and make a lot of noise.
Yo, what?
Yeah.
Clap for the ghost. Like, well done. You scared me. Good job.
Yeah, man. Okay, why? Tell, entertain us. Why did you clap when you feel that?
Not really sure. It was a spur in the moment thing.
Okay.
I guess it's maybe just my experience in Australia, where whenever I would go like bushwalking or anything, and things there were weird noises or things just out of peripheral vision, you'd always know it's probably like a dingo or something like that. And usually, if you make a lot of noise and like clap and stuff like that, they'll go away.
I mean, dude,
Okay.
if I was a ghost and I saw this random ass guy just standing there in the middle of an industrial building clapping, I'd be like, what the fuck? This guy's fucking weird.
What you don't want is for something to clap back at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
What if
Alright.
the ghost decided? What if the ghost felt good? He wanted to scare you. Then after that, you clap. Then you're like, "Hey, fuck! I feel good about myself."
I did a good
Hey,
job.
bro, come
today.
here.
Hey, this guy's so supportive, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, come.
Yeah. I mean, if he wants to bring a bunch of his ghost friends over and like give me a few numbers for Toto, also good, also good.
This is why we're never
Yeah.
traveling with Bill. Bill, if you
Yeah.
ever do that, you
Cannot
are
lah.
really going to be waiting in the car.
What?
We'll be going on a ghost walk, and then just Bill's like,
Yeah. You're like, okay, let's wrap this up.
Time to go home.
Time to go home.
Ah, I'm feeling hot, cold.
I'll be like, I
Ah,
saw a
stretching.
man's face in the pond. It's like, what?
starts clapping.
Starts clapping. So that is your coping mechanism. The moment you feel anything is wrong, clap.
Or just make weird, like loud noises.
Dude, you're just gonna.
Like that.
That's why we'll never bring you on any ghost trip because you're adding to you're adding to the
jeez.
creepiness of the whole thing, dude. If this happened and you did that, I'd be like, oh shit, Bill's possessed. Fuck, we gotta call like an extra Bomo now.
Yeah, right.
Imagine
Man.
we're all there and it's all scary. We're all getting scared. And then suddenly Bill goes, Bill, no, you make loud, scared noises. It scares the things off. It's like, Bill, sit in the car, Bill. Get straight in the car. Lock the doors, please, Bill. It's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it seems like the trip to Sarawak is gonna be a fun one when Bill is around. I think
Yeah.
that is
Yeah. Also, I do have one weird story that did happen before we went on to the Fringe on Wednesday. So again, there's something
share.
up going on with my mic, specifically here in my house, because I'm always constantly getting like weird static from my end. And Matt on his end is constantly getting weird volume mixer fluctuations
Mhm.
when I'm around here. but also on that particular day while that was happening, I smelled fresh sweetbread.
Oh yeah, that was the other night, wasn't it? Wednesday
Yeah,
night.
that was the other night. Like fresh sweetbread, like that sweet kind of wafting baked smell that you get from like muffins or like those like cakes and stuff like that. Those custard cakes. I smelled that.
Right.
Nobody here has cooked that for a very long time, and we have. It was the middle of the like it was 9:30 ish. Nobody
Neighbor,
would be
a
cooking that.
new neighbor.
Yeah.
I mean, I live in an apartment.
Yeah,
There's no way
okay.
that the smell will be wafting that far in.
People on the YouTube are saying your ghost bride was cooking for you.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm
Yep.
glad I went to Harper Villa then.
Dude, I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, this past few nights been wild. Every time with Bill, we always have weird shit right before we go on live. It's crazy.
Maybe next time you're on there, Bill, on Wednesday night, maybe do like a bit of a video log just before you actually start the thing. Start filming your phone and just see what happens, what turns up.
You have Eugene ever mentioned to you that he wanted to visit your house?
No,
Do you want him to drop by and have a look at your house?
no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I
Oh,
think it's just
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
basically me. I think it's basically. I would like to
Instead,
believe it's a ghost wife because when I picked up that $50 note that one time
instead,
in the middle of like a car
instead
park.
of a instead of a white woman in your room, you have a middle-aged Eurasian man in your room.
Yeah, it's problematic.
But
Oh, Lord.
but it's just $50. I mean, like the last post that we seen, the Singaporean man picked up quite a lot, right? It's a
Yeah, I
whole
know. I
stash
Mm.
wish. I
inside,
wish.
right?
I like yeah.
Cheap
Like
lad,
it's
family.
weird. I don't know.
Cheap.
Huh.
Then maybe the person that put it there was just cheap,
Yeah, very cheap.
finding the first sucker
Okay.
to get it.
Okay, so what about Joe and Matt for the white woman? Obviously not the other white woman, there's the one in the story.
Let's see. Oh, Joe, why don't you go ahead first?
Sorry, the stream cut off for me for a little while.
Oh,
I think I'm
okay.
back.
What do you think
Okay.
about the story?
What
I
do you
think
think
about the
about the
story.
story?
Breakdown.
Okay, so one of the things that came to mind, like okay, Kim will probably know where I was gonna go with this originally. I was gonna go the whole kind of like sleep paralysis, the hell is okay. I'm gonna leave that aside from because it gets a little bit boring. But I want to comment about probably a question and comment or all rolled into one about the idea of feeling cold when you actually see something paranormal or when you experience something paranormal. Now, again, with a lot of things, I'm in two minds of this. Everywhere you go around the world, when people talk about paranormal stuff, they talk about changes in temperature. All right.
Mm.
On both ends of the scale, some say it gets really hot, some say it goes very cold, but we typically hear about things going very cold. Now, my thought is that when someone is scared or entering a state of shock, they actually do start to feel very cold. So I'm wondering if perhaps in this story, if he's feeling a little bit scared, a little bit uncertain, that could be the reason for him feeling the temperature actually getting colder when it actually
Mm.
isn't, right?
Mm.
And I think the only way you can actually really tell is if you had like a infrared thermometer and you're able to kind of just get the ambient or hit the laser like hunters
Yeah, I was gonna
into
say
where
this
something
sounds a
is.
lot like phasmophobia right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
I wanna ask. Okay, but
no, keep going.
okay, I wanna ask. Any of you guys played Valorant before?
Yes.
Okay, is there a
No.
character that is whitish look in Valorant?
Not really. It's kind of like a Counter Strike mixed with
Oh, okay, okay.
Overwatch. Yeah,
It's
it's not.
pretty
I mean, you don't really
colorful.
have something. Yeah,
It's
it's
pretty
colorful.
I'm
colorful.
searching
Oh,
it
okay.
now.
So I'm thinking, could it be if he played too much? Okay, and now I'm joining Sonia's side too. I wanted to ask if there's such character that you have been looking at this character for one whole night, right? Then suddenly you would see that character appeared in your bedroom. I mean, that is still possible, right?
Yeah. I mean, it could
But
be.
I'm
Mm,
not going there. I want to go with. I want to go with.
mm.
I want to go with. Come on, again. If I see a white woman, like it's not a white a white Caucasian lady
Oh, Okay, sorry.
peering out of the bedroom. I am not. I'm not. I'm moving out. I'm moving out. I'm moving house. I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna go to the bedroom and check it out. Hey, want to see whether it's cold here or not? No, I'm not gonna go. Nope. I'm
Ghost or
like,
not.
yeah, I'm like white woman. Fuck you, and then pack my bags and ciao.
You know, dude.
You,
I was
you-
just
you're
think-
only saying that because your girlfriend's on the chat. Well done, well done. Good on
I
you.
was gonna say,
Fuck you too.
ghost, ghost lady or human lady. If I was sleeping in my bed and I saw someone peeking out in the corner, whatever the race, I would flip out because how the fuck did you get in my house?
Nah, yeah, true.
And
So
now you're not getting out. What?
Again, like
Yeah, no, you're like depends. You know, if it's a
Yeah.
human, then you may not be getting out.
so I have this, like, one of my biggest phobias and biggest like fear is that there's always somebody living in the walls. You know that
Oh yeah,
like
fuck
Yeah,
that.
that's creepy. That's
so, and that is completely based on me living in Australia and always being in a house. And if you know Australian homes, they're usually dry walls. There's spaces in between. There is secret crawl spaces which you never knew, or even the landlord never knew of. And every single rented place, I've always discovered one or two of those crawl spaces. And thank goodness I've not found a person there. Just
I mean,
squatting
if-
in there.
dude. I mean, if I was the homeless guy living in your house and I randomly hear clapping in the middle of the goddamn night, fucking your stuff, I'll be like, yo, this guy's fucking nuts. I'm not gonna sit
Yeah.
down with this
this
either.
guy's walking in his
care.
underwear. He's going.
I don't care if I'm homeless or not. I'd rather live on the streets.
yeah. Okay, I wanna pick up Mark Ebel that says Malaysia and Singapore, no way anything or anyone can live in the walls. Yeah, true. Our walls are too thin. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing can live inside.
I mean,
Termites
it's
can,
concrete
termites.
walls. It's solid concrete walls, so that's very good.
Yeah.
A lot of the older houses there had kind of maybe double wall, but I know a lot of the modern places in WA, yeah, the walls are like maybe that thick, and unless you're
Pure
yeah,
concrete.
yeah, I mean the bricks and plaster and stuff, but no,
Yeah.
I mean there's crawl spaces up in the roof. You know, you
Hmm.
can have like cats living up there. You can have snakes. You can even have like mice up there as well.
Mm.
And you can have you can. Some people convert the roof space into like a small little kind of loft, so people
Yeah.
can technically hide up there. But you probably know. You
I
probably
mean,
know.
especially if your person in the house is clapping around and talking to themselves. That's just
Oh, 100%.
nope. I'm out.
I don't want this.
Yeah. Okay. So
Like, I don't want
I'm
this, you can
gonna
leave.
I'm gonna go with
See, the defense mechanism works.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with Hantu in Genfat's house. Obviously, because who else is gonna go with Team Hantu tonight, right? The two guys is channeling Sonia's inner spirit. The other guy is sitting on the fence. So I'm gonna go with Team Hantu lah. So I think it's lucky for Genfat to actually have his father around with the talisman. So the father will come in. The father sounds like a medium now. Come in with the talisman, burn it, then the thing gone. So thank God for Genfat's father lah.
that was so lacking in energy. It's like, yeah, it's the ghost. Think he's got his father's day.
Yeah, thank God
So,
for the talisman.
Everything's okay.
No,
now.
wait. Okay
Question
lah.
I'd
I
like
mean,
to ask is
I mean,
that I've
mean,
heard
it's-
that
wait. It's
so
it's better than you tell your father. Then your father like no lah, no such thing.
That's correct.
No,
That's
Oh
correct.
my
Ah.
God, I just thought of something. What if that was actually a white lady and the father was just putting it on the ghost?
Plot twist.
Oh.
wait. He went into the room first before the father. He would have seen the white lady if she's there,
Maybe
right?
the white lady went to the wrong room. She was looking for the bathroom and then she's just like, oh shit, wrong room, damn it.
Yeah. Maybe she hid in the closet and that's why she couldn't see him there in the first place.
Yeah, there you go.
What kind of human is like white color
White
Oh yeah, have you seen redheads? Sorry.
Yeah, dude.
in Singapore?
Albinos.
Yeah, we have a lot. We are a multiracial
Oh.
country.
Yeah,
We have
exactly,
more Caucasians here than ever.
Shit, very hard lah to do.
Albinos.
Friday
Have
Night
you seen
Live like this.
albinos before? Albanos are white, bro.
Very hard to do show like this every Friday. I think next time we have to ask like you team hantu or not? Yes, yes, one. Okay, they can come. Team hantu,
Oh
no. Then
lah.
have to
Actually, I
filter
haven't
out.
ever had like a show with Sonia, so that's gonna be interesting whenever
When she comes back, yeah.
whenever she
Sonia
comes
and
back.
I, we're just the intellectual ones on the team. We carry the thing, but
No such
this is who we
thing.
are.
No such thing.
Yeah, I don't know lah. Okay lah, whatever floats your boat lah. Whatever makes you happy lah. You live only once, right? So whatever makes you happy lah.
Yeah,
Good for you lah. Okay, then since we got time to share some stories, okay. So previous a few nights, right, that I'm not on the show. So I've been telling you guys that I've been traveling quite a lot. So meaning to say that I've stayed in a strange unfamiliar environment, right? So I stayed in hotel, I stayed in Airbnb that actually new to me, not home, right? Not home. Okay, I want to share this experience, although I did not see anything there, but I do not know why there's this house whereby it's an Airbnb that I rented in Kuala Lumpur. Since my girlfriend is now listening in, I don't know whether she felt the same or not. Okay, I've been to Miri Cebu, which I stayed in an older hotel and a newer hotel. Both of these places is actually fine, and I slept by myself. That it's actually fine is because it felt like as if, yeah, it's okay. You don't feel any presence, you don't feel any energy, you don't feel anything weird. Of course, I do the normal things that no anybody would do from this community, especially whereby you knock on the doors, you went in, say hello, say that I'm going to borrow this place for a while and whatnot, right? So at this particular Airbnb that I went to stay in Kuala Lumpur, it's something like a studio whereby the living room is actually connected to the bedroom. So you can see the living room at the place that you stay, right? It's only a panel that covers the area. And the fucking place feels creepy whenever I go to sleep at night, man. I have no idea why, but that living room, especially when I turn off the lights, okay, it's weird also because we turned off the lights, right? It felt weird whereby as if there's a presence in the living room, especially when we go to sleep. I do not know whether girlfriend is still here. I do not know whether she felt that way or not. I do not know whether it's because all the stories I heard on Supernatural Confessions and again reading it day in day out, and after that pops up in my head. But
Did you check for cameras?
I did not. I mean, like I did not take photo and like, hey, let's
Oh
have
no
a
no no!
look now.
Like, did you check for cameras in the room?
Oh no, though. No, yeah. I that didn't cross my mind. I mean, I did not go and look whether there's hidden cameras or not. No. But it doesn't felt like you are being watched.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like you are being watched. It felt like somebody is there. Instead of being watched as in, oh yeah, the girlfriend said that's why I slept the other way around. Haha, sorry. Now she said thanks.
She slept the other way around, like
As in she slept facing the other way instead of the living room because I slept
okay,
facing the living room, right? So yeah, okay. So do you guys have stories like this that you actually felt this kind of presence or this kind of weird feeling when you go to hotels or places like this?
Funnily enough, with hotels, I don't even like when I walk into the room, I don't even knock on the door. Like I've never once knocked on the door. But I've been to places where they just give me a really creepy vibe. And it just never happened to be hotel rooms. If I'm in a hotel room, I'm more afraid of being robbed or someone coming to my door in the middle of the night. And like that's like the rational fears. I don't really think about like ghosts and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you only go to Hotel 81.
Oh no, bro. Dude, I would fear for my life there too. You never know. Have you seen how many murders happen there?
No, honestly, like I've had good experiences at Hotel 81. That's the only place I would go.
Okay.
Okay. Now if let's say Bill and Bet is gonna come down to Sarawak and they happen to stay next to Joe. Joe, if you hear Bill clapping in the middle of the night, there's only two possibilities, huh?
Yeah, there might be a couple, but yeah. Can you just make sure he doesn't sleep in the room next to me? Make sure that
Dude,
there's a
I don't
nice,
even want to stay in the same room with
yeah,
him.
there's a
What if he
nice air-conditioned car parked outside the hotel.
Get him
and
a
that's where
van.
Bill's
Get him a
gonna
bus. I
be.
don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, if I'm sleeping and I hear clapping next to me, dude, in my mind, there's a few things I'm thinking of too.
Yeah, quite a few things.
No, thank you, man.
Please
Dude, if he
don't.
starts speaking to
Please.
himself as well or starts making weird noise, I'm gonna. The other
Oh no,
clapping sound is me
that's
just beating
in the
him
shower.
up
That's fine.
because me beating him up and throw him back in the
Oh.
outside.
I mean, the
God.
bloody clapping thing, that's also in The Conjuring, right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want, no. I don't
What
want
is
to.
it?
Have you never
What?
watched Conjuring?
Even The Conjuring, yeah?
I never noticed the clapping.
Yeah, it's a hide and seek game, remember, where
Yeah.
you hide and then and the person who is seeking, the person who hide will clap, and then you hear where the clapping comes from, and then you follow the clap. So apparently the mother was following the clapping until she ended up in the basement, and then the lights went off, and then suddenly there's a clap in front of her, then the lights went off. It
Oh,
scared
yeah, I
the
remember
shit
that.
out of me when I was watching that
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. A little bit of wee came out. Just a little bit of wee came out.
Actually, we should make Bill bunk with Eugene.
I
I
feel like-
I agree.
I feel like Eugene would appreciate this kind of stuff.
What?
Yeah,
No,
just
we
go
should.
go into their room, the two of them just clapping to each other.
Yeah, we should.
Just can you imagine that the two of them just sitting on the bed just clapping?
That's right. Matt, you and I will be in one room, man. And if we hear clapping like that, we'll just drink some more or leave the
dude,
hotel.
just pass
It
out.
could be because me and Eugene are drinking that we're clapping.
It depends
Oh.
also how fast the clapping is and what cadence it has. Like that's okay, but if we hear
And it doesn't
No.
sound, if it's not from
No.
your hands and it's from the headboard of the bed, then
it's a no.
Wait,
No.
how do we know how Bill claps? That's how he claps, right? That's how he claps. How do you know?
oh my
No,
god, they
no,
wanna go into the room, they're both
I'm-
speaking in tongues. So no thanks.
I'm getting older. I just want peace, quiet, and happiness in my life. I don't
I mean,
want
you're not gonna
these
get
little
that.
extra things happening around.
I
me.
mean, you're on Supernatural Confessions. Come on, you're never gonna get that peace.
Not when there's people clapping next door to my room. I'm not. That's
So,
100%.
long story short, I've never had that experience in a hotel.
Okay.
Definitely in living rooms and in places I've sometimes stayed at, like in renting.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's never in a hotel. It's always a house, your house, the industrial place that you walked in,
Yeah.
but never in a hotel.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I don't know. Maybe I have an affinity to hotels. I don't know.
Okay.
Dude,
so,
like I said, if you're walking through the goddamn lobby, nobody's coming to you. Nobody's gonna serve you.
I like what Sin said on YouTube. The clapping.
The clapping.
Clapping. It is the clapping.
Okay.
2020.
All right, so the time now shows 11:32.
Wow.
Again, Friday has been a day that I actually really looking forward to. Unless I have job, then I really cannot, come on the
Yeah.
show. But it's been great chatting with the rest of the team. Especially, thank you for Bill and Matt
Yeah.
coming onto
Thanks,
the
guys.
show to support Friday Night Live. And once again, if you guys want to support the channel, want to buy us coffee, although the other two boys is drinking alcohol and me and Joe are drinking tea, we appreciate it. The link is now it's not on the stream anymore. It's www.buymeacoffee.com/SC Friday Live.
No, it's buymeacoffee.com/SC Friday Live.
Yeah, that's what I say.
You didn't say the .com.
Wait,
I
Okay,
just-
boys.
you
Yeah,
still got a joke. They're still
Oh,
waiting for you.
yes.
Oh yeah, there's still one more
Oh.
joke.
there's one more joke. I do not know whether I will get thrown off for this joke or not. It's not.
It's okay.
not
The show's
the-
end.
yeah, it's gonna end anyway, right? Okay. Why don't Jesus have aunties?
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
This is a thin line.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, or else they'll be called Antichrist.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Joseph
Ah,
Dakota. Thank you
yes.
so much for joining us on Friday night on SC Friday Live. And as I always say, there are more questions than there are answers.
Bill, go quick.
yeah. My name is Bill with my co-host Mr. Matt over here, and we are from On the Fringe, and the truth is always out there. Join us on Wednesday.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Also, watch us on Wednesday. Watch Eugene and John on Tuesday nights. If you're into movies, that's a good thing to do. Thanks for having us again, and until next time, stay on the fringes.
Okay, nobody shout out for the podcast, so I'm going to do it myself. If you missed out entirely on Friday Night Live on YouTube, I'm going to reproduce this as audio so you can listen to us whenever you listen to your podcast, either on Spotify, Google, or Apple. You can find us there, the same name, Supernatural Confessions, whereby Friday Night Live is going to be aired on Monday, 10 p.m. And on Wednesday, if you just want to listen to ghost stories without us talking about it, no dirty jokes on Wednesday. No dirty jokes on Wednesday. So that is
Depends
on
what show you're
Wednesday,
watching.
10 p.m. Yeah. So you don't have to watch on the Fringe and then listen to the podcast. The podcast is always going to be there. You can listen to it later on. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for those who have bought us coffee. Someone bought us coffee, right, Joe?
Someone has bought us coffee.
Yes.
Ooh, it has actually. Sorry, my browser just kind of like went off for that one. Give me just 2 seconds while I bring it up. We have Alsatian Adrian Trot who bought us a coffee. Thank you very much, Adrian. Alsatian
Oh,
Adrian
you.
Trot.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, for those who missed out the dirty jokes, it's in the beginning of the show, lah. Go and rewatch the whole thing, then you'll catch the dirty jokes. Okay. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, a lot of loves from everybody here to you guys. Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next episode. I'm Kim. Saying whatever you don't see doesn't mean it is not there. Also, on behalf of the team, remember you are never alone. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh Lord.